Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to your chemistry class. Today I will discuss about electrolysis process. So let's start the class. Electrolytic cell. At first you have to know about electrolytic cell to understand electrolysis process. Follow this picture. This is called electrolytic cell, a cell in which electrical energy is used to cause a non-spontaneous oxidation and reduction reactions is called electrolytic cell. That means, follow here, this is a cell. It can be made of ceramic or glass, and there is used electric supply, battery, and also there is used two electrode. You know that about this electrode. One is positive electrode, anode, and another is negative electrode, cathode. Actually these two electrodes are why one is positive and negative, or how the electrode which is connected with the positive end of the battery, that is positive electrode, called anode, and the electrode which is connected with the negative end of the battery, that is called cathode or negative electrode. And in anode, generally in anode oxidation reaction takes place, and in cathode reduction reaction takes place. Oxidation means releasement of electron and reduction means acceptance of electron. Now, construction of electrolytic cell. Two electrodes, cathode and anode, are suspended in an electrolytic solution and connected to a battery. Follow here. Here also you have to use one electrolytic solution or electrolyte. Electrolyte, what is electrolyte? You know from the previous lecture. Electrolyte is one kind of solution of ionic compound or polar covalent compound through which electricity can be passed. That means the solution which allow to pass electricity. This type of solution is known as electrolytic solution, and generally as electrolytic solution, the solution of ionic compound or polar covalent compounds are used, because in ionic compound ions are actually here metal cation and anion are remain in ionized condition. That means they are present free movement of ions, and polar covalent compounds also there is present ions. For this compound solution of these compounds are actually used as electrolyte. You have learned this about electrolyte and conductance of electricity by electrolytes in previous lecture. Now follow here, there is used also anode. Anode is positively charged, cathode is negatively charged. Oxidation takes place at anode, reduction at cathode. Non-spontaneous reaction, that means this reaction after some time will be stopped. When up to that time it will be spontaneous, up to that time when our electric supply will be continued. These may be irreversibles and reversible. Also you have learned in previous chapter 7, flow of electrons from anode to cathode. From anode to cathode actually electron goes. I will explain in next slides. Electrons leave the cell at the anode and enter the cell at the cathode. That means electron release from anode to and goes to cathode. So this is actually known as electrolytic cell, and these are electrodes, and this total process, that means the reaction in which electricity is supplied to occur a reaction in electrolyte is called electrolysis process. That means the reaction which is actually occurs in this electrolytic cell, due to supply electricity is known as electrolysis process. And when you will draw electrolysis figure of electrolysis process, then simply you have to draw like this way. You with using a scale and pencil, like this way you have to draw. This is electrolytic cell, this is 2 electrode, and like this way you have to indicate which one is anode, positive electrode, this is battery, and this is negative electrode, cathode, and here oxidation takes place, here reduction takes place, and this is electrolyte. Just in simplest way you have to draw the figure of electrolysis process. Now I will discuss about mechanism of electrolysis of molten sodium chloride. Here molten sodium chloride actually used as electrolyte. Follow this figure. Follow here, this is the electrolytic cell, and here as electrolyte there is used molten sodium chloride. Molten sodium chloride means liquid state of sodium chloride. So in liquid state of sodium chloride there is present sodium ion and chloride ion, and they are freely move. Since they are liquid state, so they are freely move. Now there are used 2 electrodes, inert electrode. That means the materials of these electrodes are chemically inactive. Inert electrode, they are connected with the battery, and this is negative electrode, and this is positive electrode, anode, cathode. Now anode is positively charged electrode, so it attracts anion. For this it is known as anode. Anode attracts anion. Why? Because it is positively charged electrode. So when chloride ion reaches to anode, then what reaction will occur here? In anode, oxidation reaction occur. Oxidation reaction occur means here releasement of electron will occur. Follow this. So when chloride ion releases to anode, then it releases its electron and converted into chlorine atom. Like this way, when another chloride ion will discharge on this anode, then 2 chlorine atoms combine together and form chlorine gas. So during this electrolysis process in anode we will get what? The bubbles of chlorine gas. This is the bubbles of, that means in anode there is actually produced chlorine gas. Now which reaction will happen on cathode? We know that cathode is negatively charged electrode, so it attracts positively charged ion, that is cation. So when sodium ion reaches to the cathode, then what will happen? Reduction reaction takes place, and reduction reaction means acceptance of electron. Follow here, when sodium ion reaches to the cathode, then from here it accepts electron and converted into metallic sodium. And from where electron is gathered on this cathode? From here. When chloride ion reaches to anode, releases what? 1 electron. This electron, follow here, through this wire, electric wire, this electron is actually conducted and reach where? This cathode, in this cathode. Now when sodium ion go to cathode, then sodium ion accepts that electron and convert it into metallic sodium. Sodium ion actually form a layer on this cathode and deposited here. Like this way, during or after electrolysis process of molten sodium chloride solution, finally in anode we will get chlorine gas, and in cathode we will get sodium metal. Like this way, from sodium chloride, molten sodium chloride, we will get 2 different substances, that is chlorine gas and metallic sodium, and this process is known as electrolysis process because here electricity is used. Now I will okay, here another things is that how can you prove the presence of chlorine gas? We can easily prove or identify the chlorine gas with litmus paper. If we hold wet litmus paper to the mouth of the anode, then it will turn into wet blue litmus paper, then it will turn into red litmus paper. Why? Because we know that acid turns blue litmus paper into red, and wetted blue litmus paper, that means there is present water. So this chlorine gas actually reacts with water and produce hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid. So for the presence of these acids, here blue litmus paper is turned into red litmus paper. So if we hold any weighted blue litmus paper and if it turns into red litmus paper, then we have to understand the produced gas is chlorine gas. Like this way we can identify chlorine gas in anode. Now I will discuss about mechanism of electrolysis of concentrate sodium chloride solution. In previously I have discussed about molten sodium, electrolysis process of molten sodium chloride. That means only sodium ion and chlorine ion is present there. But now I will discuss about electrolysis of concentrate sodium chloride solution, aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Follow this picture. So when we will take aqueous solution of sodium chloride inside as electrolyte inside the electrolytic cell, then there is present more than one cation and anion. Follow here. So inside the sodium chloride aqueous solution, there is present cation as cation, sodium ion and also hydrogen ion. Because water is present, so inside the water we know that hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion are partially ionized. So there are present sodium ion and hydrogen ion, and also as anion there are present chloride ion and hydroxyl ion. Now among these more ions, which one will be discharged first, or which one will actually takes in oxidation and reaction takes place? Now we will know about this. So when we will connect these two electrodes with the battery, then what will happen? This is cathode, negative electrode cathode. Cathode attracts negative electrode, so it attracts cation, and there is present cation, sodium ion and hydrogen ion. So according to electrochemical series, we know that we will see electrochemical series in next slide. So according to electrochemical series, here actually hydrogen ion has more tendency to accept electron than that of sodium ion. For this, hydrogen ion at first reaches to the cathode, and then in cathode we know that reduction reaction occurs. That means hydrogen ion reaches to the cathode first and it accepts electron from cathode and converted into hydrogen atom. Then in the next time, two hydrogen atom combinedly form hydrogen gas. And in anode is positively charged electrode. For this it attracts anion, and here as anion there are present chloride ion and hydroxyl ion. Although this is a concentrated solution, that means sodium chloride, amount of sodium chloride is more than that of water, but the hydroxyl ion has more tendency, although the tendency of hydroxyl ion is more to release electron than that of chloride ion, but since this is a concentrated solution, that means the percentage of sodium chloride is more than that of water. For this, for the presence of more amount of chloride ion will at first will reach to the anode and releases electron, because oxidation reaction will take place here. So chloride ion reaches to the anode, releases electron and converted into chlorine atom, and finally two chlorine atoms combine together and produce chlorine gas. Like this way, follow here. In anode, chloride ion releases one electron and converted into chlorine element, and chlorine atom and two chlorine atom combined together from chlorine gas. So, and in cathode we will see hydrogen ion accept electron and converted into hydrogen atom, and two hydrogen atom produce hydrogen gas. So through the electrolysis of concentrated sodium chloride solution, finally in anode we will get chlorine gas, and in cathode we will get hydrogen gas. And which ions are remains in the electrolytic cell? Sodium ion and hydroxyl ion. So finally this sodium ion and hydroxyl ion together produce sodium hydroxide solution, which is finally left out from the electrolytic cell like this way. That means the remaining sodium ion and hydroxyl ion form sodium hydroxide solution and left out from the electrolytic cell like this way. So this is the mechanism of electrolysis process of concentrated sodium chloride solution. So from here we will see that when more ions are present, then it is actually we have to learn so which ions actually first to discharge through accepting or releasing electron. It actually depends on three factors: position of ion in the electrochemical series, concentration of the ion, and type of electrode. Depending on these three factors, actually which ion will be discharged first or will take place in the redox reaction, it will be selected. So position of ion, concentration of ion means at first we will know about position of ion in electrochemical series. Electrochemical series, actually there is an arrangement of different metals and non-metals or ions for their ability of reducing or oxidizing tendency. Follow here, this is the reducing ability of cation increases. That means increases from top to bottom. So increases from top to bottom. That means whose position is lower, they are actually highest tendency to or increased tendency to reduction, accept electrons. And similarly here among the electrochemical series of anions whose position is lower, they have the more tendency to releases electron. I hope you understand. So for example in electrolysis process of sodium chloride solution, we have seen there are present chloride ion and hydroxyl ion as anion, and we know that from here according to electrochemical series we have seen here actually the position of hydroxyl ion is lower than that of chloride ion, so it has the more tendency. But why chlorine gas is produced there? Because the concentration of chlorine gas is more. For this chlorine gas is oxidized. And in another side we have seen between sodium ion and hydrogen ion, the position of hydrogen ion is lower. For this hydrogen ion actually first reduced in cathode and produce hydrogen gas. So actually according not only this in case of only this electrolysis of another cases we can easily identify the which ions will be first discharged. We can easily identify following this electrochemical series. Now another factor and follow some reactions here. When if anions are halogens, that means if halogens are present as anions, chloride ion, bromide ion, iodide ion, then halogens just releases electrons and form gas. But if ions are not halogens, that means different negatively charged ions, sulfate ion, nitrate ion and carbonate ion and other ion are present there, then in that time oxygen is produced. Why? Because in that solution aqueous solution hydroxyl ion will be present there, and from hydroxyl ion like these reactions actually finally there is produced oxygen gas. Just you have to remember that when halogens are present as anion, in that time halogen gas is produced there, or when except halogen other anions are present, in that time oxygen gas is produced for the presence of hydroxyl ion. And in cathode, if there is present cation is present, and you know that cations are more reactive than hydrogen. That means here the position of hydrogen ion is lower than that of cations. For this in always hydrogen gas is produced. And if cations are less reactive. If there is more reactive metals, calcium, potassium, they are more reactive metal than hydrogen. And if there is less reactive metals are present as cathode, then that of hydrogen, that means copper, silver, gold, platinum, if these metals are present, in that time must be there is produced this metal, not hydrogen gas. So like this way easily you can write the oxidation reduction reaction of electrolysis process. Now my dear students, follow the mechanism of electrolysis of water. You know that if we use pure water here, then electrolysis will not be fruitful, because pure water, inside the water there is actually very partially hydrogen and hydroxyl ion are ionized. But if you use some amount of sulfuric acid, then it increases the dissociation of water into hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. That means in acidified water there is present more amount of hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. So for this we have to used some sulfuric acid inside the water. Now follow this, how electrolysis process is occurred here. Inside the acidified water there is present hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. So you have to, since we will get both gas, for this the arrangement is just different. Follow here. Here two gas jars are used, and this is battery and these are electrodes. Red and blue, these are electrodes. This is positive electrode, anode, and this is negative electrode. Now in positive electrode, anode oxidation reaction occurs. So follow here, in anode hydroxyl ion, anode positive electrode attracts anion. So inside the water there is present anion is hydroxyl ion. So hydroxyl ion when reached to anode, then what will happen? It releases electrons and converted into oxygen gas and water. For balancing there is used 4 mole hydroxyl ion releases 4 electrons and converted into oxygen gas, 1 mole oxygen gas and 2 mole water. Then this water again mixed with the electrolytes. And now in cathode, hydrogen ion attracts by the cathode, and here hydrogen ion accepts 4 electron released from the anode and converted into 2 mole hydrogen gas. So from here follow this, water level is gradually lower and there is placed hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Like this way, through the electrolysis of acidified water we will produce oxygen gas and hydrogen gas. So this is the electrolysis process of water. Now we will know about use of electrolysis process. Actually the use of electrolysis process is vast. In different sectors this electrolysis process nowadays is used. For example, extraction of metal. In next chapters we will learn about the extraction of metal. Actually we will extract metals from the ore. When we will extract highly reactive metal, that means sodium, potassium, aluminum, in these metals when we will extract from ore, then electrolysis process is used. Follow here, and now I will discuss about the extraction process of aluminum. And the ore means this is a compound of aluminum from where aluminum is extracted profitably. And the alumina is the actually ore of bauxite, that is bauxite, and its chemical formula is aluminum oxide. From this ore bauxite, from bauxite aluminum is extracted, and here which is mixed with cryolite, a mixture of sodium fluoride and aluminum trifluoride. Actually this cryolite is used with the bauxite to decrease the melting point, because the melting point of alumina is so high, and for this extraction cost will be more. For this, to lower the melting points, here it is used cryolite, and it may decrease the melting points at 100 degrees centigrade. For this, kaolite is used here. Okay, we will know about in next chapters, no problem. So when we will melt alumina, then which ions are present inside the alumina? Aluminium ion and oxygen ion, oxide ion, isn't it? Now here follow this. Here this carbon rod is used as anode, and this and electric battery is used, and this iron is used as iron bar. This is a container, iron container. This iron container is used here, positive electrode, that is negative electrode, that is cathode, and this iron rod is used as anode. Now anode attracts an ion, that is oxide ion, and oxide ion releases electrons and converted into oxygen gas. So in carbon rod we will get what? Oxygen gas. And in cathode attracts cation, that is aluminium ion. So from the aluminium ion reaches to the cathode and accepts electron. 4 mole aluminium ion accepts 12 electron and converted into aluminium metal, molten aluminium, liquid aluminium. Follow here, this is gathered molten aluminium, and finally from this side molten aluminium is collected in another pot. So like this way, from the bauxite, aluminium oxide, aluminium metal is extracted during or using electrolysis process. I hope you understand. Now follow the another uses, that is purification of metals. Sometimes some less reactive metal, for example copper, silver, these metals are extracted in impure condition. So from impure metals, pure metal we can extract it by using electrolysis process. How? Follow here. This is an electrolytic cell, and in this electrolytic cell you have to use electrolyte as the salt of same metal. Here we will we will purify copper metal. For this, here you have to use copper salt solution. Here as electrolyte, copper sulfate solution is used. If you purify silver, then you have to use here silver sulfate solution, like this way. Now here as electrode you have to use impure copper which you have to or which you want to pure or purify. That impure copper you have to use here as anode. That means you have to impure copper connected with the positive part of the battery, and pure copper bar you have to connect it with the negative end of the battery and used here as cathode. Now how electrolysis process will occur here? From impure copper anode, impure copper ion releases electron. Copper ion at first releases electron from impure copper atom releases electron and converted into copper ion and mixes with the solution, because inside the copper sulfate solution there is present copper ion and sulfate ion. So when copper releases electron, then electron goes through this wire and goes to the cathode, and copper ion mixes with the solution. Now from solution, copper ion reaches to the cathode, cation reaches to cathode and accept here electron and converted into metallic copper. So like this way, from impure copper, all copper atom at first releases electron and converted into copper ion and mixed with the solution. Then copper ion through accepting electron converted into metallic copper and deposit on the cathode. Like this way, all copper come actually into cathode and the impurities are gathered at the bottom of the electrolytic cell. Like this way, from impure copper we can purify pure copper using electrolysis process. I hope you understand. Now another important use of electrolysis process is electroplating. This is widely used process. Electroplating is what? Follow this picture. Electroplating means if you want to cover a highly reactive metal by less reactive metal, and when you can coating or plating this using electricity, using electrolysis process, this process is known as electroplating. That means here you are covering things by a metal using electricity. This process is known as electroplating. Follow here. This is the spoon. For example, this spoon is made of iron, and for rust free or for rust free, you want to coat this ironic spoon of silver. By silver you want to coat this spoon. So how will you cover this spoon by silver? For this you have to arrange the electrolysis process, and here if you want to cover this spoon, for this spoon you have to connect it to used as here cathode, and a silver bar you have to use as anode. So, and here as electrolyte solution you have to use silver nitrate solution or silver salt solution. Now follow here. From silver bar, silver atom releases electron and converted into silver ion and mixed with the solution, and this electron reach to cathode on the spoon. Now from the solution, silver ion attracted by the cathode goes to spoon and accept electron and converted into metallic silver. Like this way, whole silver atom from this silver bar comes to the first solution, then from solution through reduction process it form a cover on this spoon, and like this way this spoon is plated by silver or coated or covered by silver. Like this way electroplating process is actually done. So now see the anode and cathode reaction. Anode reaction will be what? Silver releases electron and converted into silver ion and mixes with the solution, and cathode reaction will be what? This silver ion accepts electron and converted into metallic silver. So like this way actually we can plating of any, for example you can plate using gold, using copper, etc. So these are the actually uses of electrolysis process. So my dear students, today up to this, I hope you clearly understand my today's lecture. So everybody stay safe. Goodbye.